Thousands turned out in Tehran. Among the
knowledge of that decision, tell NBC News that
well, we're here in Tehran's Revolutionary Square.
So much tension is rising between countries right now, and the question I keep getting is, should you still travel during these times? Whether you're planning a trip next month or you just booked your flight last night, I'm here to sort you through the fears, the facts, and what smart travelers should do next. This isn't about panic, it's about preparation. So let's break it down. Where you should avoid, how to stay safe, and whether if you really need to hit the pause on your travel dreams. What's up guys, welcome back. This is Real Travel Speaks, back to you guys with another video, and this topic we are covering about is, should you cancel your travel plans? Okay, so what's happening? We got war tensions everywhere in the Middle East, to the United States, to Russia, Ukraine. There's China getting involved with Taiwan. There's North Korea getting active. So we got all this tension going everywhere in the United States, around the world. Doesn't pretty much matter where you're from at this point, is going to cause a lot of chaos. It's just a global conflict, right? So that affects everything. That affects the airspace. There's flight cancelizations. There's delays. Countries are tightening up their borders. And airport security is tightening up, making things more hectic during immigration. More than ever now, people are much more aware of the travel destinations and locations they are trying to visit. And I just want to give you my personal opinion on what I think, if you should continue traveling or not, or you should just wait until this whole type of conflict find some type of resolution and all the smoke clears. So now that brings me to my next question. Are travelers, U.S. travelers specifically, at risk? If you are a U.S. traveler like myself, and even if you are not, you should always take advantage of the safety, security tools at your disposal. For example, the U.S., we have a U.S. State Department travel advisory. Every time I have a plans or going to a new country I've never been before, I always take a look at the U.S. State Travel Department website and check out the travel advisories. You got a color code there from yellow all the way ranging to yellow, orange to red. Red means, do not travel. It is probably, very dangerous to be in a country at a certain time. And if you so happen to be in one of these countries, when the color gets upgraded to a do not travel or can reconsider travel, always know where the U.S. Embassy is at these certain locations in these countries. For example, you see a lot of flights getting canceled out of Doha, the airport in Qatar.
Strikes were fired from Iran at Qatar earlier today. The country closed its airspace, impacting dozens of flights.
And I can resonate with this because I fly a lot in Southeast Asia, and my connected flight is always in Qatar, Doha when I'm traveling to Japan or I'm traveling to Thailand. So that's affected a lot of people. More than 100 flights got canceled. So this is one of the things you have to consider when you are trying to continue traveling through these times. But it's not a one-sided thing, because most travel destinations are unaffected. So what I'm trying to say here is, awareness is the key. This is the point of the video, just bringing you guys more awareness to your travel destinations and your travel planning, so you can make a better decision on if you'd like to continue with your travel plans or if you'd like to cancel and wait for a better time. Alright, so what to do if you have travel plans going on right now? As I mentioned before, you want to check your advisories. For example, there's travels.state.gov, as well as local embassy updates. Wherever country you're going to, make sure you hit up that website, check out those advisories, and see if it's a smart decision to cancel your flight or go ahead and continue with your flight. As I mentioned before, not everywhere is affected, but most of these places probably are going to be affected, but it's up to you to stay updated with the travel news. And I think this is a no-brainer. You definitely want to get travel insurance. Right now, travel insurance is a must more than ever right now. This will save you a lot of headache, a lot of money, and more inconvenience than you can ever imagine. So what I'm saying is, when you travel, make sure you get travel insurance, and also make sure it's related to the conflict that's going on around the world right now. It includes the conflict-related cancelizations on your travel insurance policy. The next thing you want to do is to monitor your airlines and your airport news. Whatever website you booked your tickets from, or whatever airlines you booked your ticket from, make sure you stay up to date with their news and their information. Make sure you sign up to their email notifications so you get alert directly to your phone if anything changes. So if you decide to go along with your travel plans, make sure you check the layover country. Make sure it's not into those volatile regions of the conflict what's going around the world. For example, make sure your layover is not in Doha, Qatar. Or make sure your layover is probably not in Taiwan, with the conflict was going on with China. So this is just an examples to where you can keep yourself safe and avoid the headache. So if you're booking your travel tickets and decide to go on with your travel plans, make sure you check the layover countries. Now, there's no way to fully prevent anything from happening to you, but what you could do is minimize the risk, which brings me to my next point, which is to safer alternatives and adjustments. You can shift your travels to much more stable regions, like Latin America, Central America, some places in Southeast Asia, like Singapore. Those are just many examples of adjustments and alternatives. And of course, you want to stay flexible. You want to book cancelable accommodations, places that offer you refund or no charge for cancelizations, things like that. Also, use your travel credit cards. Most credit card companies offer you more money on your protection, on your refunds for things like this. Now, personally, what I think it's okay if you just stay well informed and stay aware of what's going on. You should be okay. I don't think you necessarily need to stop your travel plans unless you are going to any of these do not travel countries. You don't need to cancel anything or everything. You just need to stay informed. Fear shouldn't stop your freedom to explore, but smart travel is intentional travel. So I'll leave this up to you to make your final decision. But like I said, my personal preference, I'm going to continue to travel. I just want to share this information with guys out there who may need this type of knowledge or who are unsure on what to do in these type of situations. So if you have any more travel tips or any knowledge or more information that I did not share in this video, please leave it in the comments for people who are seeking this type of information. And if you like this video, hit the subscribe and like the video for more travel updates from Real Travel Speaks with real world travel updates. And if you want to travel smart and save money, there's an ebook for you guys, link in this description. Travel more, spend less. In that video, I put a lot of travel tips that I had learned, personal experiences for traveling for over 6 years. I've been to over 12 countries. Hey guys, this is Real Travel Speaks. See you guys in the next video. Peace.